Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel, Just the Tip Nails. My name is Elise and I'm coming to you with another video. And today we are going to be doing some nails. I'm super excited. I have had, well, before we begin, welcome to my channel. If you are new, I appreciate you coming in and checking out my channel. And welcome back to those of you who are returning. I appreciate you and your continued support. We are going to be doing some, not spooky nails, but some, I guess, seasonal nails, you might call them. I have had this charm for a while and I've always wanted to use it on a set of nails and I just never got around to it, so I thought now would be the perfect time. This is Hello Kitty and she is wearing a Sully outfit from Monsters Inc. So we are going to do some Monsters Inc. nails, and not just any Monsters Inc. nails. These are going to be some duck nails. We are going to be doing some blooming gel, some pigment powders, and some 3D nail art with some, what do you call it? Not embossing gel, yeah, some Embo gel. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So if you are interested in getting your bling on and messing around with some 3D art and some charms and stuff like that, if that sounds good to you, I hope you stick around and check it out. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I've got my nails buffed. I do not have base coat on them. I'm not going to base coat them since I buffed them. From what I understand, you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other. So I'm going to start off with my base colors, which are going to be this blue, green, and white. The white is going to be the base for my, what do you call it, pigment powder. I'm going to put blue on the index and the pinky. And I'll be doing 2 coats of this, but I'll only do 1 coat on camera. Okay, sorry about that. It was my husband. Never fails. So, do you guys have plans for the upcoming Halloween season? Do you go to haunted houses? Do you go to pumpkin patches? Do you carve pumpkins, decorate the house, lights? What do you do? Our neighborhood has a lot of kids in it, so people decorate and put up all kinds of interesting decorations like giant structures, lights, like the whole 9 yards. And it's really nice to walk around the neighborhood or just drive around and see what all everybody is doing for the season. I feel like every year it gets more and more elaborate in my neighborhood, and I am here for it. I love that sort of thing. My son has informed me that he will be going trick-or-treating this year. He is 10 years old. He'll be 11 in November. I don't typically dress up, but we hand out candy and I decorate the house, and you know, small stuff like that. Nothing elaborate. I am a huge fan of horror movies, so this time of the year is a special treat for me because they're always playing something scary. And I don't really watch TV these days. Got a lot of stuff going on, and so I don't have just a lot of time to sit and devote an hour. I'm usually at my son's soccer practice or at the gym or walking in my neighborhood getting my steps in. I'll try to do 10,000 steps and go to the gym, or either do 20,000 steps a day, 5 days a week. I have realized that aging is a process, and being out of shape does not make it easy. And I want to be as active as I possibly can, so that I can interact and spend time with my son doing fun activities. Okay, so this is what the base is looking like. I'm going to do a second coat and I will get right back with you. Okay, we have our second coat on. Now let's see where we are going to start. We need to do some blooming gel. We also need to do the 3D eye. So why don't we do the hardest one first, which is the eye. And it's not really that hard. It's just trying to get them to be equal. This is some Imbo gel, and I wish I could tell you what the brand is called. This is the brand. I believe I got it from maybe Sweetie Nail Supply. A while ago. Alright, let's see. The eye is pretty much in the center. I'm just going to scoop out some Embo Gel with my dotting tool. I'm just going to kind of swirl it around to even it out, trying to avoid any bubbles. Okay, looks like my eye is a little off. Okay. I think that is, let's see. Trying to make it not as bright. My palette. I need a small brush. Okay, let's see if I can make the shape a little better. I am not the best at working with Embo gel. Okay. I think that's as good as it's going to get. I'm gonna bake that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I changed my lighting a teensy bit. Oh no, my eye. What happened? Yeah, it dried like that. Okay, we can fix this. We are going to get some green and go over this one spot. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what happened. I swear it wasn't like that when I put it in. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. But try and fix it this way. And that one spot is going to be a little bit lighter green than the rest of the nail because of the white showing through. I'm going to like do a small second. Yeah, you can tell, unfortunately. Well, that stinks, but that's all right. I think this will work. Yeah, this will work. Alright, so I have my palette here. We are going to do an eyeball. And it's going to be super easy, just a couple of dots. And a little bit of cat eye magic. If I can find a magnet. Alright, it is just about done. Okay, so we are going to get some cat eye gel and dot it in the center of our eye. And I feel like I did 2, possibly 3 coats of this. Alright, I'm going to nuke this for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, so I nuked that for 60 seconds. I'm going to go in with a second layer to my iris. Okay, I'm going to activate the particles. Okay. And after that makes, we are going to do our pupil. So I'll be right back. Okay, ready for the pupil. Just going to be black. I think that looks okay. Bake that for 60 seconds. And we're gonna do a highlight little dot in the left corner of the pupil once it bakes. So I'll be right back after that. Okay, so let's get this highlight the eye. I think that looks perfect. All right. So we're done with our eyeball. That was the hardest part. Yay! I always hold my breath. Okay, so next we are going to do our blooming gel. And that's going to go on our index and pinky. Those are going to be our sully spots. And for blooming gel, I'm just using the Born Pretty Builder Gel in a bottle, the 8-in-1. Alright, so without curing the builder gel layer, I'm going to do some dots in various shapes, or various sizes, sorry, on the nail. I'm going to let that sit there for a second and bloom while I do this nail right here. Alright, this one looks amazing. And this one looks okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna let that cook for a minute and I will be right back with you. Okay, so here we are with our nails so far. Lastly, we are going to do the pigment powder because it is the messiest. I have 3 colors here: green, purple, and blue. Alright, so I've got my pigment brush and let's see, this is And so while my nail is still tacky from the nail polish, I'm going to dot on some pigment powder. Alright, done with the blue. I'm gonna go in. I should have gone with my lightest color first, but lessons learned. Alright, and my last color is going to be the green. I'm gonna hope that I'm just blowing off the excess pigment from the nail. think those came out okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, what am I going to do now? I guess I'm going to base coat over my pigment powder, and then I'm going to top coat over that. So let me base coat this. I wiped too much, I think. Okay, so I base coated the nails, and full disclosure, I ended up having to do the nail all over again. Like, I had to repaint this middle one white and go back in with pigment powder because I didn't realize that the base coat was going to take off the pigment. So when you are putting on base coat or top coat on top of your pigment, float it on top of there. Don't run the brush over the pigment on the nail like hard, or press on it. Because it will scrape the pigment off. So, lessons learned. Alright, now I'm going to top coat everything. And I will put it under the lamp for 60 seconds. I wonder if they make like a top coat or something for pigments. I know they do chromes and stuff like that. Like they make polishes to better adhere. The chrome polish, or I mean the chrome powder. I'm not sure if they have something like that for pigments. Alright, 60 seconds under the lamp. Okay, so I've got top coat on all of my nails. Next we are going to place our gems as well as our Hello Kitty charm. And those are going to go on the middle and the ring fingers. So let's start with our or rhinestones. In case you're wondering, this is just the gummy jelly from eNail Couture. I'm going to get a good amount. You can see here. There is a fly in here and it is driving me crazy. Okay, let's see, how are we going to arrange these? I think we are going to put this big one on the outside. The blue one down at the bottom, and the clear at the back. I'm just going to clump them together in a cluster, just like that. See if we can't clean up some of this excess gel. Okay, so that is our middle finger and our index finger. We are just going to grab our charm and dip it in. We've got all this gel. Okay, and I'm going to clean up the excess. feel like I am making a mess. Okay, so I feel like this will stay in place. All right, I'm gonna heat that up for 60 seconds and I'll be right back. All right, so we are all stuck together. Before we finish, we have got to get our spots on our Sully charm, because I noticed that Sully Hello Kitty does not have any spots on. So we're just going to, first I'm going to get the base coat and put base coat only on the body, because that's the only place that needs polka dots. And I'm going to heat that up for 60 seconds. I'm going to clean up some of this mess we've got here. So much stuff, so much stuff. What kind of cleaner are you? Do you like clean up as you go? I'm usually one of those people, but sometimes when I have like a gazillion things going on at once, it's just impossible. All right. Nice and clean. And here we go. I'm gonna put some dots on Sully. Okay, I think that is going to work. Nothing fancy, just something super simple. And I'll go over that with some top coat because I don't want to lose my spots, but I also don't want to lose the detail in Hello Kitty's face, because sometimes the paint wears off the charms over time. So I like to top coat them if they're like the acrylic, like plasticky charms. I also do my metal charms as well. And that is almost done, you guys. I'm so excited. These came out cute. Though I'm very disappointed in this spot right here. But other than that, I think it came out okay. Alright, I'm gonna cook that for 60 seconds and that should be the end of it. I will be right back. Alright, here we have the completed set. This is the Monsters Inc. Hello Kitty duck nail set that I had going on in my brain. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for hanging around with me while I did this set. I really appreciate your time and your support, and I hope you have an amazing week. Take care, you guys. Bye.